What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Josh, and before we get started, please go smash that subscribe button for your boy. I seriously appreciate it. As we're building, we just hit 400 subscribers, so I'm seriously so thankful for all you guys. And like I keep saying, every time I shout everybody out, I seriously appreciate you guys, and now the goal is to double it from here, so the road to 1,000. So seriously, I appreciate you guys 100%. So today, we're going to talk about all the mods that I've done to my car. I literally have a list. I literally had to write down a list because I did a part 1 to this video a little while back, not too long ago, and I went to go make a part 2. I filmed this part probably 2 or 3 times, and every time I would go back to check, rewatch the film, start my editing, I would literally always, oh, I forgot that, or oh, I forgot this, and that. And so we got a list. We're going to make a part 2. We're going to take a cruise along over to my spot. Alright, so I'm going to break this down into 3 parts. We're going to do the interior, the exterior, and then all the performance mods I've done to this car. We're going to start with the interior. So getting started, I'm loving the way the interior is looking nowadays. I really can't lie. I started off just doing a bunch of vinyl wrap with the interior pieces. A lot of people say it's played out because everyone does it, but it really just comes down to whatever you prefer. It's your car, you do whatever you want. I really like the carbon fiber vinyl wrap. Just the stock trim piece doesn't really seem to match. It's just like this off silver color. It doesn't really match anything. So with all the vinyl wrap I've done in the interior, I really like it. It complements the steering wheel with the suede, the M buttons with the red stop-start button. It just pops out a little bit. We have the carbon fiber steering wheel trim that matches the carbon fiber and Alcantara brake boot and the shifter. So I'm absolutely loving the shifter. It feels, the stock one is just like a little bit bulgy and a little bit bigger, and the M Performance Alcantara shifter is literally just this small, perfect fit in your hand. It literally just feels so smooth as I shift going from gear to gear. I absolutely love it. So, just side note, somebody asked me the other day how much money I've spent in mods on my car, so let me know down below. Let me know if you guys would like to see a video on how much I've spent. Not on the car, just literally how much I've spent on performance, on upgrades, on modifications. That'd be kind of cool. So then one thing I did recently was I upgraded, well, maybe I guess you could say downgraded. We used to have an Android Avenue USA 10-inch screen. I decided to go with OEM and get the 8.8-inch screen. I didn't love the Aven unit. I didn't hate it. I just really didn't use it for what it was capable of, and for what fit my needs in this car. The OEM unit was just perfect for me, and I actually think just the way it looks is it's more of like a snug, precise fit, as the Aven USA really kind of just looked a little bit big and bulky. So I mean, I definitely liked it. I definitely enjoyed it. I could, watch videos on my USB that I had. I could do a lot of stuff. Watch videos on YouTube. I could do a bunch of cool stuff, but I really just didn't use it for what it was capable of. So we sold that, and I'm really content with the 8.8-inch OEM screen. So a while ago, we had installed the Harman Kardon tweeters. As I started the audio upgrade, I was going to eventually get the mid-range speakers, which I haven't done. I do eventually want to get an amplifier and a sub, being that I had that in the old E90, and listening to music in that car, that bass massage, just the way the music was it felt so good. Like, I literally just miss that sub so much. It's literally awesome. But yeah, we don't have a sub or an amp just yet. Who knows? I have so many things on the list, on the agenda, that I'll get to it, maybe not. That's something that's not really on my priority list. Yeah, I love music, and I definitely want to upgrade the audio system, but we'll see what happens. I still have a few other things first that I'm going to do. So yeah, moving forward with the interior, I've done a lot of coding to this car. I guess that's not really a modification, but that really just is the little things with using Beamer code that gives you access to really just make the car your own. Something that is just, for the simplicity of it and for how low of a cost it is, I feel like it's such a must-have. But it's something that, you know, if you live in New Jersey, reach out to me. I can help you out with that. I've been coding for a while. I went to school for computer information systems and computer sciences, so coding and web development and all that fun stuff was just stuff that I had, you know, been learning, been teaching myself, been just trying to get as much experience as possible. And then I found out, like, oh wait, I can code my car. So it's definitely something that I feel like is a must, because there's just so many little things that BMW essentially locks from factory, that the fact that, you know, we can unlock that and make the car to our own and have that uniqueness and have that preference to do as you please with the certain little things, like changing the, you know, the display animation, or changing just little things. Like, one of my favorite things is when I unlock and lock the car, and how, I mean, I have the sequential turn signals, and I'm not getting into the exterior just yet, but the flashing, just those little things that you can code into the car, I just think are awesome, really. I think it's just a must-have for your BMW. So if you don't know what Beamer code is, I'll link some videos up here for some videos and some tutorials I've done on that. I've done a lot on that. Alright, getting into exterior. We got a lot. This list is pretty big. So starting off, when we first got the car, one of the first things, I went to Boston, I got the car, I was told it was going to have this, this, and that. It didn't have all that. I was told it had a rear view camera. First thing I noticed, there was no rear view camera. Whatever, is what it is. So Beamer Tech has an MMI option, a multimedia interface. That was the first thing I bought for this car, being that I didn't really need that. I never had a rear view camera before, but once I got it and installed it, thanks to Cliff's help over at Keys Motorsports, it's one of the things that you're going to use it every single day. I literally use it every single day. I back into every single spot, so I don't ever have to even take the chance of ruining the front bumper or the front lip. So I literally love the rear view camera. I think it's a must for every car, especially in 2020, where it's just something like that seems like it should just be standard on every single car, but it is what it is. Beamer Tech has a really good multimedia interface option, so we went with that. It's a little bit pricey, but I'm telling you, it is worth the price. Just the product is worth the price. It doesn't even start to bring in the fact of just the customer support that they also offer. So that price, what it is, you might be shocked if you see it, but it's 100% worth it. I can assure you that. So moving forward, a little bit later on in the modification journey, I bought a whole bunch of carbon fiber from RW Carbon. So we have the carbon fiber spoiler, we have the carbon fiber mirror caps, we have the carbon fiber front grills, we have the carbon fiber eyelids, along with the headlight tint and the tail light tint. So I think just the tint and the carbon fiber just adds that little bit of blackness, which I was going for in my theme of black and white. I just feel like it complements the car so nicely, and really just the way the carbon fiber glistens in the sun. It really just becomes a point where some people, you know, have that carbon addiction. I could drop a few names. I have some friends on Instagram where it's some people, I don't blame them. Some people, and myself included, just love carbon fiber. I am at the point where I feel like, you know, there is the potential of going too much. There is the potential of carbon fiber overload, which I did tone it down a little bit. I did have too much carbon fiber at one point. For who knows? I mean, feel free to roast me in the comments. Who knows? Is there such thing as too much carbon fiber? I think, yeah. I think, you know, the subtle simplicity of a little bit of carbon fiber just goes so much longer of a way. But anyway, moving forward, I do also have a carbon fiber rear diffuser from RW Carbon, but if you've watched my previous videos, you know that right now we're running the M Performance matte black rear diffuser. So I just felt like for the theme I was going for, I had matte black around the bottom of the car and then carbon fiber towards the top where the spoiler, the mirror caps, the eyelids, the grills. So that carbon fiber rear diffuser is actually for sale right now. So hit me up on Instagram. I'll drop my handle right here. If you're interested, I mean, don't hit me up on a lowball offer. I mean, it's a carbon fiber rear diffuser, excuse me. So I mean, look on the website. It's a $600 diffuser. Don't hit me on some lowballs, please. We all know what it's worth. But yeah, that's for sale. I also have this carbon fiber side skirts that I used to have on the car for sale. Moving forward, speaking of side skirts, we have the OEM side stripes on the car, we have the OEM side blades, and then we have the OEM side decals. So yeah, it's a lot. They're OEM products so it just really fit the overall theme that I was going for, besides just having carbon fiber everywhere. So I really like the way it is. The OEM side skirts are just more of like a subtle blade underneath, as opposed to just, you know, aggressive side skirts that I had before, and I feel like it matches perfectly with the decals. I don't really love that the decals have the M Performance logo, but is what it is. When I got the new wheels moving forward on, yeah, we're running VMR 801 wheels. When I got the new wheels, I noticed that it was like, hey, with the stock wheels, there's 4 M Performance logos, or 4 M logos, whatever. There's 4 M logos that we're getting rid of on the car. I decided to say, you know what? We're just going to take off all the M logos off the exterior. I know a lot of people kind of feel a certain way about all the M logos on this car. There's pretty much an absurd amount of M logos for a car that's an M car, or it's not really an M car. Whatever you want to say. It came from the factory in the M235i. We're going to leave it as an M Performance car, so it doesn't have to be classified as an M car. We'll leave it as the M2's baby brother, whatever. But anyway, I basically took off all the M logos off the exterior of the car. So I took off the fender badges. We debadged the back. I took off, you know, it was just, there was emblems everywhere. We just took them off. Made it a little bit cleaner. Is what it is. It's always stuff that you can put back on the car, but we took that off. So moving forward, like I had mentioned prior, we tinted the headlights, we tinted the tail lights. I feel like it just matched better with the M2 replica bumper. So speaking of the M2 replica bumper, that's probably my most favorite modification that I've done. It literally is spectacular. It looks so much better. I don't dislike the OEM bumper. It was just more of my OEM bumper, I think, was an aftermarket OEM bumper with aftermarket paint. I think when I got the car in Boston, that the dealer that I got it from, or the little auto shop, whatever, I feel like the dealer that I got it from wasn't completely honest with me. I do think the car was in an accident prior to me receiving this car. So I think that my bumper was just a replacement to that, because the way the paint was chipping, and it was almost like crack. It wasn't like cracking, but it was like, how can I put this? It was almost like warped, almost. I can't really explain it. It just looked like warped paint that was. It wasn't cracked, but it looked cracked. It looked warped. It looked faded. It was something that OEM paint isn't gonna do that, and I know that, and it just looked terrible. I really hated the holes for the license plate. I took that off immediately. Just my bumper was literally trash. So I don't dislike the OEM bumper overall. Just literally mine trashed. So it was either I'm gonna buy a new one anyway, but then we found the M2 replica bumper, and the M2 replica bumper is amazing. It looks aggressive. This car was already a head turner. It was already a sleeper, and literally with the aggressiveness of the bumper now, every time I'm driving, people are heads breaking, heads turning. It's pretty funny, actually. I mean, it's a good looking car. It's, you know, why I bought it. It's why I love driving it every day, and it breaks necks. People love looking at this car. People are literally motioning me to roll down my windows and asking me this question, or what's up with that, or what kind of car is this, since I don't have it badged. And it's pretty crazy that the simplicity of a bumper conversion, long way. It goes such a long way. So moving forward, right now we're running a muffler delete. I like it. I do like it. It's just kind of getting old with the drone in the car. It's kind of annoying. I mean, it used to not bother me. I like that it's loud, but who knows? Maybe down the line we might, you know, refine that up. The drone, it does get a little bit annoying after a while, especially highway driving. It's so loud, it's like you can't even hear yourself think sometimes. And I love how loud it is. I love, you know, outside how loud it is, but in the cabin it's a little too loud sometimes. It's crazy that I'm even at that point where I'm toning down the carbon fiber, I'm toning down the sound. It is what it is. I guess you kind of mature with your preference. But also then moving forward, we have M Performance carbon fiber tips on the car for the exhaust. That might change eventually. Who knows? We may go with the OEM tips. We may just, you know, go with a standard silver. Who knows? There's so many things on the list of the agenda that, you know, the modifications, I'm going to tone it down a little bit, but we're pretty much almost done. And then moving forward on that, the VMR 801s, which make the car pop. So I got to shout out one of my friends, Ruben, on Instagram. I appreciate you. If you're watching this, thank you, bro. Ruben absolutely hooked me up with these wheels. They're a little bit used, they're a little bit abused, but that was fine. I got a really good deal on them. We're eventually going to refurbish them. And it's stuff that you can't even really tell in pictures, but for my own personal preference, they definitely need to be refurbished. You know, but that's no big deal. They weren't brand new, they were used. I knew what I was buying, so I'm definitely content. They look phenomenal on the car. So they're VMR 801s, 19-inch by 8.5s. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving these wheels. I'm loving the exterior. I'm pretty much done for interior, exterior. I'm pretty much done the modifications that I have for this Vision. It's crazy how fast it's coming along. I'm absolutely loving it. Alright, so moving forward to performance modifications. Whew. There's been a lot as well. Right now we are running a JB1 tune. It's nothing too crazy. It pretty much perfectly fits my needs. That may change in the future. I'm leaning towards boot mode. We'll see. Like I keep saying, there's so many things on the agenda I want to do, so I mean, one at a time, we're getting there. We are also running a Burger Motorsports charge pipe, a Burger Motorsports air intake, and if you watched previously one of my last videos, Cliff just helped me install a CSF intercooler. So as performance, we're getting there as well. There's really not much more we can do with performance. So, I mean, there is something coming. I am going to Keys Motorsports tomorrow, so drop a comment down below. Guess what we're doing at Keys tomorrow. Right now it's Saturday. We're heading over there at 8 a.m. tomorrow, so I blame Cliff for 8 a.m. You're killing me. Nah, I'm just playing. It is what it is. I'm actually really excited to just go there as soon as possible and get this installed. So drop a comment down below. Take a guess at what we're installing tomorrow. I'm super excited for that. It really just is crazy to think that it's all coming together. This car is coming together. This vision for what I've had for this car, and in a year, a little over a year, all coming together so nicely. I absolutely love it. This car is giving me so much to look forward to, so much excitement. It's crazy that if you're thinking about getting a car like this, I can tell you from experience, this car will genuinely bring you joy and happiness. Literally, it's still a car I get into every single day, and I'm so excited to drive on a daily basis. It literally puts a smile on my face on a daily basis. I literally go to work. I go to work every single day excited because I get to drive the car. It's such a joy to drive that just on that quick, trip to work, it's a 15-minute drive. It's such an enjoyable 15 minutes to start the day every single day. So I genuinely enjoy this car so much. It brings a smile to my face after over a year, which is absolutely crazy. It's so much fun to drive. I'll say it over and over. It is literally so much fun to drive. I mean, I've never driven any real M cars just yet, so I'm assuming they're a little bit more fun. But what's on the agenda, we're gonna make this car, power-wise into an M car, whatever you guys want to say. It's not an M car, it is an M car. That debate's, for another video, for a whole nother debate. It is what it is for now. I'm super content with where the car is at. Alright, so yeah, that about wraps it up for all my modifications. And the crazy thing is, we're really almost done building with this car. It's crazy to think about where this car was over a year ago, where it is now. the vision is coming to fruition. So I'm super grateful for the opportunity to build this car. I'm super grateful for you guys watching. Super grateful for just the channel growing. It's literally so crazy. I say it's almost done, but I'm probably still switching things up here and there, like wheels, and there's a little bit of a few things that, you know, will get switched up here and there. That's why I still have a bunch of parts sitting in my room, that just to switch it up here and there. But like I said, I do have a carbon fiber rear diffuser from RW Carbon, and I do have carbon fiber side skirts from Icon Motorsports out in Cali. They are for sale. I'll throw some pictures up right here. Hit me up on Instagram if you're interested in those. All the links for everything we talked about today will be in the description. Some will be affiliate links, so if you could purchase, if you're interested, through my affiliate links, I do receive a small kickback on that, so I am so appreciative of that. Really keeps, you know, really helps keep the lights on, so to speak, on this YouTube channel. But yeah, if I'm missing something, since there's so many things, just hit me up on Instagram. I'll point you in the right direction best I can. Let me know if you guys need help with anything. Just like I said, hit me up on Instagram. It's a little bit easier to communicate through there. But we're going to have to wrap the video up there. Thank you guys, if you've made it this far, for tuning in to another episode, another day in the life with Speedy Gallons. I seriously appreciate you guys watching. Tomorrow, like I said, we're going over to Keys Motorsports, so, you know, of course, we're going to be dropping another video tomorrow. So I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, great night, whenever it is you're watching, and take care. Peace.